Imagine standing at the edge of a massive decision, starting a business or making a major investment, surrounded by unpredictable variables. Everyone around you suddenly has an opinion. Some push you forward, others pull you back, creating a chaotic vacuum where knowing who actually has your best interests at heart feels impossible. Author Robert Greene outlined a strategy for exactly this scenario: pose as a friend, work as a spy. While the title sounds deceptive, it describes a method for separating concrete facts from subjective opinions. It addresses a cognitive trap we fall into constantly: the assumption gap. This occurs when we look at a polished surface presentation and accept it as reality without digging deeper. We see an impeccable resume. We hear a charismatic pitch. We trust a stunning property photograph. Trusting appearances without independent research is the fastest way to walk directly into an avoidable trap. Fast forward 3 months, and those snap decisions begin to unravel. That perfect hire exaggerated their experience. The exciting investment was a scam. That beautiful house hides massive damage. In every one of these scenarios, the warning signs were flashing right in front of you, but they were ignored because the desire for the perfect story was stronger than the drive to verify it. Human emotion naturally overrides logic. Our only reliable defense against our biases is proactive, rigorous investigation. To stop making these predictable mistakes, we have to treat verified information as our primary strategic asset. Think about a high-level game of chess. Both players begin with the exact same pieces, identical resources, and equal opportunities. The victor rarely wins by deploying raw power. They win because they are the first to notice emerging patterns on the board and predict their opponent's hidden weaknesses. This dynamic plays out constantly in business, politics, and daily life. Success belongs to those who prioritize awareness over volume. Information acts as the ultimate equalizer. It shifts leverage away from brute strength, handing it directly to those who observe more than they speak. On an interpersonal level, people are constantly broadcasting their true priorities. They reveal themselves involuntarily through their daily habits and reactions. This diagram maps the divide between speech and behavior. On one side are verbal claims, like stating one is calm or honest. On the other side is the undeniable reality of physical reactions, checking a phone or becoming instantly defensive under pressure. The most effective tool for decoding these behaviors is simpler than a complex interrogation technique. It is the discipline of active listening and silence. Silence creates a psychological void that the other person feels compelled to fill, causing them to voluntarily reveal their hidden ambitions and lingering fears. If you just sit back and pay attention, a person's unprompted words and physical actions will tell the story they are actively trying to hide. Zooming out from personal interactions, we operate in an era where staggering amounts of personal and corporate data are voluntarily made public every day. This public data offers a different path: the smart employer verifying references, the sharp investor analyzing financial reports, and the careful homebuyer inspecting the neighborhood before signing a contract. This map highlights the critical boundary you have to navigate. There is a clear line separating the ethical collection of publicly available facts from the unethical invasion of privacy, the spreading of rumors, and the hacking of accounts. The sole purpose of gathering this data is to achieve clarity and wisdom. It is never an excuse for exploitation or breaking someone's trust. In the modern digital landscape, gathering verifiable information before a major decision has transitioned from a choice to a fundamental responsibility. This habit of deep observation offers a secondary, more human benefit. It clarifies your relationships by removing the fog of projection. By paying close attention to someone's track record and daily habits, you begin to see them as they truly are, rather than how they attempt to appear. This direct understanding of a person's real fears and motivations is the actual foundation of empathy. When you lead or communicate based on who a person really is, you stop reacting to a mask. This creates a rare level of accuracy in how you support or guide those around you. The most resilient bonds are built on this bedrock of verified reality. When both parties are seen clearly, trust becomes a byproduct of truth, not a fragile hope. Modern power comes from having the specific knowledge required to make a wise choice, rather than attempting to know every single detail about the world. We live surrounded by constant noise and curated appearances. Against all that distraction, the person who quietly seeks out the truth gains an unassailable advantage. First, observe carefully. Next, listen deeply, and verify patiently. Allow solid knowledge, rather than fleeting impulse, to be the compass that guides every major action you take.